Peace, love, and light. I go by the name of DJ 912, man. And I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for making the channel what it is, and it's still growing. Help me on the road to get them 1,000 subscribers. So today is a short, simple video, man. You seen the title. It's about how to make you a better producer, how to become a better producer, and however many numbers I come up with is what it is. So appreciate you for tuning in. But here we go. First things first, understand that it's going to take time, and it's going to take a lot of consistency. Time is one of the things that we don't understand when we're younger, or you know what I'm saying, when you get older, you kind of realize the more time you put in this stuff, the better you become. Social media age got us kind of short-sighted to think people becoming better producers within a month, a year, 6 years. Like, whatever time it takes you to become a better producer, man, that's what time it takes you to become a better producer. But make sure you get around those people that are going to help you grow. Make sure you get around people that's pushing the envelope and not just doing what everybody else is doing. Now, number two, along with time, it takes practice. Practice. And practice never makes you perfect. It only makes you better. Again, practice never makes you perfect. It only makes you better. And what I mean by practice is, when I first started making beats, me personally, I was doing like 3 beats a day. Then some days I up it to 5. Then some days I get with a partner of mine and we do 10-minute beat cook-ups. And it was just back to back to back. Before social media, before all that, we was already doing it. But what I did notice is I became better because I seen what he was doing. And I was like, how could I implement what he's doing to making what I'm doing that much more better? Because I like some of the stuff he's doing, but I want to do my own thing. So always just practice, whatever it takes. Number 3 for me will be learn some type of basic music theory. And I'm saying basic so you can get a basic understanding of how chord progressions work and a basic of understanding of how to get the keys work together. And we're going to shoot over the FL Studio for this one, so follow me. So this is what I mean by basic chord progressions. So let's do it this piano right here. Let's go into the piano roll. And this is what I mean by basic, simple chord progressions, right? Every other note creates a chord. Simple as it's going to ever get to anybody teaching this. So if I start on an A5, the next note up would be not this B. So out of key would be this B. Say it sounds too close. Let's go up. This note. See what I'm saying? We can use this note. And then the next note would be, let's use the exact same notes. So, and that's using the white keys, right? But every other note will help you get a chord progression. So if you're trying to deal with R&B or any other type of genre that use a lot of chords in them, it would be perfect for it. But also, these chords can be split apart and we can make arpeggiated sounds with them. I'm not trying to go too far in detail. I'm just trying to give y'all understanding. So let's make this an art. Still in the same chord progression, but instead of using all 3 notes or all 6 notes or 7 notes, however complex you want to be, it uses 1 note per note within the chord. So say if you got this chord, right? Say you want to go to expand. Let's bring up some bells real quick. Control A to highlight everything. Hit Alt A for the arpeggiator. Now the notes are in the same exact chord that you put in the present chord progression, but the arpeggiator splits it apart and gives you a different melody. So this is why, to me, understanding the chord progression is like, understanding chords and chord progression is very, very vital. You can get free chord progressions, you can get free MIDI packs, all those things, and do what you please with them. But do get an understanding of some type of understanding of what music theory is, like I said, a simple basic one. I started with a basic one. I started with the same technique I just told y'all. Every other note makes a chord, and I learned how to build chords from that point. Number, whatever the next number is, but my next tip would be, don't rely on loop packs and don't rely on MIDI packs. I'm gonna say this again. In this day and age, when I was coming up making beats, that it was no such thing, or it was, but it was very secretive. But now it's very prevalent. So what I'm saying is, don't rely on them, because if you ever get into a situation to where somebody was to say, don't bring no beats, I want everybody to cook up on spot, and there's 3 other producers in the room, you understanding some type of basic music theory would get you over that board. But if you only rely on loop packs, then how are you gonna be creative? I mean, a percussion loop or something like that might help you, but what I'm saying is, how are you gonna go in a studio with somebody to say, let's play off this A flat major, and you like, hey, what the hell that is? But from nowadays, most people in FL or Ableton or something like that, you can at least see the chord progression. And if you can see the chord progression, then I know that these notes are within this chord progression, so let me use these notes to make my own melody. And that's why I say don't rely on loop packs and MIDI packs and stuff like that. Now, what MIDI packs can do as well, though, like I said, it can teach you different chord progressions. So I have MIDI packs. I don't use them very often unless I get real stuck. Like if I get super stuck, I will use MIDI packs. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's to get the flow going. It's to get started. A lot of the MIDI packs I use come from Sound Oracle, soundoracle.net. And if you don't know what a MIDI pack look like, this is what it is. It's just a bunch of MIDI files you can drag and drop. Now you got a chord progression. Now, without knowing any music theory, we know that these chords are all in the same B flat minor. If I'm not mistaken, that's minor. I still get confused sometimes. But or is it major? I think the M means major. Anyway, whether I know that or not, I can come in here and I know that this note is in it, I know that note is in it, and I know this note is in it. Again, every other note. But there you have it. That's what MIDI packs and loop packs are good for, to get the flow going. I use a lot of loops in some of my other stuff, but it is what it is. The next tip I have for you is free plugins. Free plugins are everywhere. Every website has them. Free plugins are gonna put you in the game where your sound is gonna be a little bit different, but it's also gonna give you good quality, because a lot of these plugins that are free are very high quality. Free plugins, if you don't have the money to go buy an Omnisphere or a Keyscape or a Nexus, you know what I'm saying, you can get a free plugin, and I promise you can come up with some idea, or you get a good quality sound. I use a lot of free plugins in my day-to-day production, and I'm telling you, they very, very slept on. So free plugins, free plugins, free plugins. Next is drum packs. Drum packs, please get high quality drum packs. The drums are gonna help cut through your mix, and you don't have to worry about trying to become an engineer and making good quality drums. Get you some good sound packs and keep producing, keep going, keep flowing. It takes a lot of time to learn how to engineer drums to the point where they cut through a mix, but they're not overpowering the mix as well. You have to deal with volume perception and all these other things. It's very technical, but it makes for overall better mix. It's just simpler to get drum packs, and a lot of people have them. They're free. Go get them. I'm gonna say experiment is the next one. Experiment meaning experiment trying to find your own sound, your own flow, your own vibe. Timbaland has his own sound. Pharrell has his own sound. Scott Storch has his own sound. and the list goes on and on and on. Just Blaze has his own sound. Kanye, da 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 da. Right. Try to find videos where people are breaking down those producers' beats so you can understand the technique that they're using to get to that type of vibe, or what's making it, feel that way. Why does that beat feel like that? Find those producers, learn from those producers, and then, expand to your own stuff. Like I said before, learn from others, man. And if you can learn from others, that's great, because it's gonna help you transcend that curve a little bit better. So learn from others, man. Get around great people, a great environment. Learn from people that's willing to teach, and be a sponge and absorb everything around you, everything that you hear, everything that you see. I'm gonna also say, find YouTube channels that teach you how to make certain type of beats. I said that before, but I'm gonna reiterate it. You have people like Busy Works Peace does it. A guy named Seven does it. And they take you behind the scenes on why certain beats sound and feel the way that they do. So those are great things to learn from and help you get across that threshold a little bit more. I can't think of anything else, man, but stay motivated, stay consistent, get around great people, and you will become a better producer. Make sure you take your time and really hone your skills for whatever genre you're trying to do it, whether it's drill beats. You want to be the best at drill beats, learn how to do drill beats. If you want to be the best at R&B, learn how to do R&B, but look at the greats before you, and you will be able to meet them one day, I guess, on a production level. You'll be able to be in the zone that they are in. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all that I have. Make sure you like, comment, follow, subscribe, and share if this video has helped you any. And I go live every Saturday at 7 p.m. on Super Saturday Cook-Ups. Hey, man, and just get to it. Wish you nothing but the best, and I always know it's gonna be a long, hard road, but as long as you stay focused, you'll get to where you got to go. Peace, love, and light. DJ 912, I'm out.